everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live, and welcome to the first stream for the Jazz Cafe, Jazz Club even, keep saying Jazz Cafe, Jazz Club build for today. So this is the icon set and a 2023 modular that came out on January the 1st. Consists of 2,899 pieces, so it's probably going to take us a couple of streams in order to get it completely built. Really looking forward to building this one. The modular is always the highlight of the year for me in terms of the build. So looking forward to cracking open this, and of course once we've built it in a future episode, I'll be putting it into Bricktown as well, next to the pub probably once we get going. So let's crack open the box as we always do. We'll empty all the bags out to see how many bags there are, put them back in the box, and then we'll get going with this build. So before we crack open the box, of course on the back they've got a nice picture of how it would look next to the last couple of modulars. So of course last year we had the boutique hotel and we had the police station before that, so you can kind of get a gist for what to expect. We've also got some features of a greenhouse on top for the restaurant that features in here. We've got the dressing room for the artists that are going on stage in the jazz club. We've also got a piano, I think, in there by the look of it, an office area, a stage for the music, and then of course the pizza oven for the pizza store that's on there as well. So let's crack open the box. Go to the wide camera and we can see what bags are inside. So bag number 2, number 4, number 6, number 8, bag number 5, bag number 2, another one of those, number 4, number 7, bag number 1, got bag number 3, another bag number 3, and another bag number 5. Then yeah, as Brandon you say, there is a white box inside, which is the usual expected things. Crack open the white box, see what else we've got in here. So bag 12, bag 14, bag number 10, bag number 9, we've got the base plate, which is a light bluish grey, number 11, number 14, number 11, number 15, if I was a guessing man it'd be 15 bags, 13, 15. So 15 sets of bags, also the envelope with the instructions in, of course. Use the white box for the plastic bags and just chuck them all back in again. So 15's in, 14, 13's, 12, 11's, 10, 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. So let's go into zoom mode then, and I'll crack open the instruction manual. And we'll take a look. So paper envelope again, it's a standard these days. Very interestingly. So we've got a thick manual here, white on the back, white on the front as well. So you can see the traditional dark colour of the manual is disappearing as well. So inside here we can see the designer Anderson Ward Grubb welcoming us to a great ready for great night out with live music, entertainments and delicious food inspired by classic architecture and infused with our favourite music from golden age of jazz. This hot new music venue is a fresh addition to the LEGO modular building series. Whether it's your first module set or you've been building LEGO Street from the beginning, you'll always invite to build to your own tune. Then we've got some details of the actual set. Let the music play and we can see the build journey. So bags 1 to 5, we're going to be building the ground level here of the jazz club and the pizza restaurant next door. 6 to 10 are going to be building the second level, and then 11 to 15 will finish off the roof and add some more minifigures. So as I said, this will take a couple of streams. We'll see how far we get. We might do the ground level or maybe start the second level, but we'll just see how it goes. So let's crack open the first bag. Of course, we need the base plate to get the paving going. So just going to empty all the tiles out. This is probably one of the most favourite bits for me, is putting the tiles on the first part. So to kick us off, then we're going to get some 4 1x8 greyish tiles to do the curbs. And that's going to run along the top of our base plate over here. Then we're going to do the first row of the pavement outside. So for that, we're going to get a couple of 2x2 plates. We've got a couple of our drains on the 1x2 silver grill pieces, and then we've got 14 1x2 dark bluish grey peats tiles. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we start up in this corner here with a 2x2 black plate, the 1x2 next to it, and on this side we stick another couple of 1x2 tiles in. Then we've got our drain cover with the grill, another 1x2 tile, another 2x2 plate. We'll stick the 1x2 tiles next to that. Then we'll go the other end. So over here we'll put 3 1x2s on next to each other. Then we've got our grill, which is the other drain, and now all across the rest of this gap here we'll stick the rest of the 1x2 tiles. Now they're in place, we need to do another row of paving here. So for this we need 5 2x2 modified plates with these 2 studs on. 5 of those, and then we've got 9 regular 2x2 tiles in dark bluish grey. 4, 6, 8 and 9. Regular 2x2 goes in here. Then we've got one of the modified tiles, another normal one, another modified one with the studs facing that way, another modified one next to that, and a regular one, another modified one. The other modified one goes here next to the drain cover, and then the rest are just regular 2x2 tiles. Then we get another 2 1x8 light bluish grey tiles. There's 1, there's 2. We've got 2 corner tiles in 2x2 dark bluish grey. Then we've got 14 1x2 tiles in dark bluish grey. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then we've got 16 regular 2x2 tiles 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now we're going to do another row here, so we go straight across with another row of 2x2s for the front paving here. These are all regular, just regular 2x2 tiles. So those go right across. Then we're going to do our 1x2 tiles as well. And we'll start at this end because we'll do 4 1x2 tiles here. Like that. And then we have one of our corner tiles. And they go next to each other like this. And then we continue the 1x2s right across the rest of the base plate. Then our 1x8 tiles just go next to these corner tiles like this. Then with those in place, we're going to put some bricks down as well. So we've got a couple of these bright blue 1x2s and also 1x3s in that colour. We've got a 1x2 Technic brick with a circle in it, a hole in it. Then we have got a 2x2 jumper tile, which looks to be in a yellow colour. Can't quite see it though. That's the tan, could be a tan colour. Colouring looks slightly different to normal. Then we've got a couple of 1x4 light bluish grey tiles as well. We've got a couple of 1x2 light bluish grey tiles. And then another 1x8 tile in light bluish grey, and to finish this off we have a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, a 1x10 light bluish grey brick as well. So we start with the blue bricks in the corner, so we stick a 1x2 up here, then we have a 1x3 next to it, then we've got a 1x2 tile, our jumper tile just goes in the gap there, then we have another 1x4 tile, then we've got our 1x3 brick and a 1x2. These blues are quite vibrant. Cool. Then we have a 1x2 tile goes in. A 1x8 tile goes in next. And then another 1x2 tile up to the end, leaving a 1 stud. Coming over this way, we're going to put our Technic 1x2 brick in. Now it's to connect to other modulars. And then our 1x10 brick goes in there. Then we're going to do some tiling into this area here as well. So for that we're going to get a couple more jumper tiles in tan colour. We've got 3 black 2x2 tiles as well. We've got a single jumper tile 1x2 in tan, and then we've got 5 tan 1x2 or 1x1 tiles as well. 4, 5. Then we've got some dark tan bricks, so we've got 9 1x4 dark tan tiles. So that's 4, 6, 8, 9. A couple of 1x2 tiles in dark tan, and then we've got 5 dark tan 1x1 tiles as well. So to start us off then, in this corner here we're going to stick a 1x1 regular tile in tan colour, and then we have 2 dark tans next to that to create like a checkered pattern, and then we've got a regular tan goes in next. Then from that we stick a 1x4 dark tan tile that way and this way, end with a light a tan colour 1x1 there, and do another 1x4 dark tan after that. Then our jumper tile goes in here, dark tan tile 1x1 goes in after that. Then we're going to stick 1x4 dark tan, then a 1x1 in light tan, then we stick another couple of 1x4 dark tan tiles on. Up the front here we put our 3 2x2 black tiles together, then we stick another 1x4 dark tan tile, 1x2 dark tan tile goes on there, then another tan coloured 1x1, 1x4 there, 1x4 there, tan jumper tile, 1x2 tile goes on, I've got too many of these dark tan ones, and then our last jumper just goes in the corner there. So that's the start of this one. Next up then we're going to add some more tiles around here and some plates. So we need a 1x6 light bluish grey. We've got 3 2x3 plates in dark bluish grey, 2x2 in white as a plate, and then we've got 1x2's white tiles to go on as well. So we have the 1x6 which comes down from our blue bricks there. Inside here we stick our 2x3 plates in dark bluish grey next to each other, lined up like this. Then we stick our white 2x2, and then we cover that with surround that with our tiles in white, to look like that. Then we need a 2x3 light bluish grey brick itself. We have a reddish brown 1x2 with a groove going down the middle, and then we have a 1x4 light bluish grey tile. This tile goes on in here, but then ends with a 2x3, and then we stick our 1x2 around these white tiles in the middle there. Next up we're going to tile this section here, so we're going to make some sort of a tiled floor. So we've got 5 of these dark tan 2x2 tiles. We've got a couple of modified ones with 2 studs on. Then we've got 7 dark bluish grey 2x2 tiles, 6, need one more. We have a 1x2 dark bluish grey tile as well in this section, a dark tan jumper tile 1x2, and a dark tan 1x2 tile as well. So to start us off then, we stick the regular dark tan tile in. Going to make a checkered pattern with these dark bluish grey tiles. This I think is the pizza restaurant. Then we stick our modified brick in there. Next to that we have the dark bluish grey one, and we stick a regular 1x2 tile and a jumper tile together. Then our modified one. And to finish this off, we'll finish the checkered pattern off over there. So that's kind of what the pizza restaurant's going to look like as a floor. Then we've got a couple of 1x4 bricks in light bluish grey, and then a couple of 1x1 plates as well. We're going to stick the 1x1 plates together, make sure they're level, and they're going to go on our jumper tile that we stuck on the floor here. And then our 1x4 bricks are going to go here and then across this way, while our reddish brown brick that we stuck in. Then in the next section we're going to sort of build out this here, and there's a little note here that says the placement of these elements creates a line angled at 45 degrees to the overall Lego grid. You will find builds and elements orientated at 45 degrees used as a motif throughout the club. So we're going to see some more jumper tiles going down here as a 45-degree angle. So first up we need another 1x4 light bluish grey brick and our other 1x2 Technic brick. We also need another black corner tile. We've got a dark reddish brown 1x6 tile. We've got 5 of these dark tan 1x4 tiles, 8 of these. We've got 3 1x1 dark tan tiles as well. We then have a 2x2 jumper tile in tan colour, and then we have 7 1x1 tan tiles as well. That should be us done. So then what we do next is up the top here we stick our other 1x2 Technic brick in to allow us to connect to other modulars, and then a 1x4 for the rest of that. Then where we've got this jumper tile here, we're going to stick a 1x1 dark tan, then a light tan, then the normal tan colour next to it, and our 1x4 dark tan. Continue this sort of square pattern. And this 1x6 goes right across to the wall here. So let's continue the grid. Our 1x1 in here, and then our last couple of 1x4s just go right across there to continue that. And then our black 2x2 corner tile just goes up in this corner here, which is probably where the stage is going to be, I guess. Then we're going to do the kitchen area for the pizzeria over this side. So for that we're going to get a 2x6 light bluish grey brick, and then we've got lots of black and white bricks to give us the classic kitchen tiling. So we've got 4 white 2x2s, a couple of black 2x2 tiles, a couple more of these black corner tiles. We've got a couple of 1x1 black plates as well, and 5 1x2 black tiles. 5. We also have one of these cutaway tiles, triangular shaped. We've got 4 1x2 white tiles, and a 1x1 tile in white as well. So to kick us off then, we stick our 2x6 here to give us, I suppose, a bit of a countertop in the future. Then we put our 1x1 white in this corner of the wall there. Then we have a 1x2 in black goes along, then in white, black and white, 2x2 in black next to that, and then a white one. Then we use our corner tile in black there, and this is where we stick one of the 1x1 plates in. Then we have a 2x2 in white, and then we're going to put 1x2s across the doorway here and behind this counter area. Another corner tile, and we'll stick the 1x1 inside there. so we can position the chef. Then our black piece goes on there, and then we use our corner piece just in there, which is maybe where the pizza oven's going to go. We'll see when we get there. We're going to continue now to build this bit out. And so for this bit we need a 2x6 yellow plate. We've got another couple of 2x2 white tiles, one of these angled pieces here, a couple of 2x3 tan bricks, and a single 2x2, a couple of 1x1 tan bricks. We've got another couple of these corner tiles as well in black, and a couple of 1x1 black plates as well. So what we do is we stick the 2x2 brick here, then a 2x3, then we have our angle brick which goes next to this angled tile across here, another 2x3, and then our 1x1s go in the corner bit here just to complete that. Within this bit we stick our bright yellow 2x3 plate, and again we've got a white tile, two of those, and then we put our two corner black tiles in here. Then in the gaps we stick our 1x1 black plates, just like that. Then we're going to add a bit more detail around here. So we have a bright red 1x1 round brick, a couple of white tiles again, 2x2s, and a couple of black, another corner tile, 1x2 in black, got a jumper tan coloured one, a couple of 1x1 tiles, reddish brown 1x1 plate, and we've got two light bluish grey white plates as well. So to kick us off we stick our black and white tiles here, continue the floor along, and we've got our black tile there, then we're going to stick our black angled piece here, stick another dark tan 1x1 there. This is where our jumper goes on. Then we'll continue these 1x1 tiles, and then on the end here we're going to stick these 1x1 reddish brown and the light bluish grey plates together like this, and that's going to go next to our 1x6 tile, and then our red 1x1 round brick goes in this corner up here. Next up we're going to get three 1x2, 4, 6, 8, 10, three 1x10 bricks, a couple of Technic pins, a couple of these 1x2s with holes in, 1x2 with a 45-degree slope, and three 1x4 bricks. Today we're going to build the wall around this side of the pizzeria, I guess. So at the front we've got the sloped brick. We'll then stick our Technic pins into our Technic bricks. Stick that one in next. Then we have a 1x10 brick goes on, then another Technic brick after that, and then a 1x4 brick, and a 1x4 brick here. Then we'll stick the 1x10 across. This end we'll stick a 1x4 and another 1x10 to give us the back wall here of the club. Now the last bit of bag number one is basically just to layer up this little counter here that we've got going on. So we start with a 2x3 brick each end, then another angle brick, another 2x2 here, and then we stick our 1x1s just behind the angle there, and that's the end of bag one. A few spare parts, but we've kind of got the base going. So open up bag number two. We've got two sets of bags for this, and we've also got a minifigure inside here as well. dark orange pieces in this section. So our first minifigure is a lady. It looks like it's a drummer actually, I think. So the drummer is excited to try out the new drum kit for sale in the music shop located in the Lego Assembly Square. So it's tying up the other modular buildings. The drumsticks are going to be Harry Potter wands as well. Let's see if I can find her head. There's her head. So she's got dark blue legs and sort of a bright waistcoat on. It's quite colourful. Printed on the back as well. She's just got one printed facial expression, so there's nothing on the back. She's wearing some glasses with a smile, and she's got her hair in a ponytail. Get these wands or these drumsticks out here. If I can, clip this into her hands. Oh, it's her hair falling off. Put that back on in a minute. So there she is, ready for us to build the drum kit next, or in a minute. Let's put her to the side for now. Then continuing on, we're really going to start to fill in some of these grids that we've set up in the previous section. So we need 6 2x2 tan tiles. So we've got 6 of those. 7 1x2 tiles in tan. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a corner tile in tan as well. We have a 1x4 which is modified with the 2 studs on as well, and we have a bright red 1x1 plate. And so we're going to concentrate up here. So in this corner we'll stick some 1x2 tan tiles to fill that bit up. Stick another one on this side as well. Then we'll stick the 2x2s in this section. 2x2s in this first row. Then we stick our 1x4 modified in there, and then stick some 1x2s just behind that. In this side we've got 2x2s here. Then our corner tile goes on, and then our red 1x1 goes in that gap just there. Then our last 1x2s just go into this section here. So you can see the first part of the floor is done. Now we're going to do the second part here, and for that we get 5 corner tiles. 5 of these. Still 4 2x2 tiles. And the 1x2, and this time we get 5 bright red 1x1 plates. Maybe these are for the tables at sea. So first up, with this jumper section here, we're going to stick our corner tiles in. Then we'll stick our red 1x1 plates in that gap. Down this side we'll just stick 2 regular 2x2 tiles in to fill that space. Then our other regular ones go here. Then we stick our L shapes in this section, and our 1x2 fills in that gap. Of course our red plates just fill in these sections there. Then we're going to fill in this last back section here. For this we're going to have a turntable piece. So one of these 4x4 turntable type pieces. We've got 4 more 2x2 tiles in tan. 5 1x2. Here we get 4 of these corner ones as well. Still still missing. There's one more, and I need another one. Here it is. So to start us off, we're going to stick this turntable piece between these corner tiles and our red 1x1 rounds. It's going to go in. In the top corner, we'll stick a corner tile as well in tan. Over here, we stick the regular 2x2s in here. Then we've got L shape. 2 of those. Oh, I also forgot 5 1x1 red plates again. Can't see 5. Where's the other one? Be staring me in the face again. Come back to that in a sec. Right, so where are we at to? So we'll stick the 1x1 red plates in the gaps here. Then we stick a 1x2 in here and on this side. Then our 2x2 here and here. Another corner one there. It goes in like that. And a couple of 1x2s go in here. Right, so that's all of that section done now. Then we're going to fill in this gap on this yellow 2x6, and for that we're going to get some medium nugget 2x2 plates. We've also got a 1x4 tile in that colour and a 1x2 black plate. So we stick the black plate in the middle there, then we'll stick our medium nugget corner plates and our tile just in front there. Then we've got a dark orange 1x6 brick. We've got a couple of masonry bricks in the medium nuggets, a corner brick in light bluish grey and a 1x2. And again, this is just the pizza oven building up here, I think. So we put the masonry bricks on each end, so the masonry bricks facing inwards. Then our dark orange 1x6 goes here on the inside of our corner brick, then a 1x2 brick. Next up we're going to do this is like a toilet by the look of things. So we have a toilet bowl. Of course we need some water in the toilet bowl, so we've got some trans blue 1x1 round plate and a tile. We get a 2x3 brick in light bluish grey as well. We have a 2x2 round white with a stud on the top, and we have 3 wedges, 3 of these type wedges. And what we do is we stick these 3 wedges together. That goes then inside our gap here, and then a 2x3 goes across. And our toilet's going to go in this white section here. To build the toilet, we get the 2x2 round with the stud on, stick our little toilet bowl on top. Inside our toilet bowl, we'll stick our 1x1 round trans clear plate, and then our tile goes on top. So we've got some water inside the toilet bowl, and then that's just going to go in the middle there. These people have got somewhere to go to the loo. Then we've got one of these angled bricks, and we've got another corner brick in light bluish grey, and we have a panel piece as well, like this. That's going to form the sink. So it's going to go on top of our brown brick in the middle. And then we have our corner brick going behind the toilet, and on our angle just across fitting in there as well. Of course we need some toilet roll for the toilet, so we need to build the cistern at the back. So for that we're going to need a couple of 1x3 plates in light bluish grey, a 1x1 Technic brick with a cross hole connection, 1x2 white brick with a single stud in the middle, one of these Technic spacers, Technic pin with a cross section on the end, a 1x6 in dark orange, 3 1x1s in dark orange, and a 1x2 plate in dark orange. So for the toilet piece then we get a 1x3 plate starts off. We'll stick the Technic brick one end there with the cross connection, and our white 1x1, white 1x2 with a hole stud on. We'll stick another 1x3 on top. Then we'll stick our Technic pin into that brick, and then we can stick the space there for a toilet roll that's going to sit at the back of the toilet. So stick that on top. I've just realised that is a bit high because that's one stud too far over. Push that back. That's it. So then our toilet seat is, you see the toilet roll next to the toilet seat. Then we're going to build this wall out here, so we set our 1x2 plate on first, 1x1 brick next to that in dark orange, another one the other side, our 1x6 then goes right across here, and then another 1x1 just on the end. Going to continue building this wall up, so for that we need another 1x6, we have a 1x4 corner brick in dark orange, another couple of 1x1s in dark orange, one of these 1x2 and 1/3 with the 2 studs on, and then we need also some 1x1 rounds with some pins on it there. So for the, we stick these 1x1 rounds with pins into these 2 holes at the top here. This is going to be a bit like a mirror in front of the sink, or maybe some taps. So that just goes, yeah, some taps. Just goes above our panel piece there for the taps on the sink. Then we've got a 1x1 in our corner brick, 1x4, 1x1 goes on here, and then we put a 1x6 on top of the other 1x6 we had there as well. Next up we're going to build the walls up around this section of the pizza restaurant. So we've got a corner brick, a couple of 1x4s, 1x6 in dark orange, a 1x3 in dark orange. Then we've got this pale yellow colour, so 3 of these in 1x3s. Couple in 1x4. And then we've got 4 medium nugget masonry bricks to go on as well. So our masonry bricks go on first down in this far corner with the masonry pattern on the outside of the building. I think this is the pizza oven section, so it's going to look a bit brick-like. Then we've got our pale yellow 1x3, 2 of those go on. Across the back we stick the pale yellow 1x4s on, 2 of those, then a 1x3 just at the ends, then our corner dark orange brick goes on, then across here we'll stick our 1x3, 1x4, 1x6 and 1x4 dark orange round here for the back of the Jazz Club. Then we've got some dark orange to put on again, so another 1x3. We've got 4 1x4 bricks. Got a 1x4 tile in white. We have got a couple of pale yellow 2x4 plates and a 1x4 plate as well in yellow. So first off we stick the 2x4 plates together. Then we stick our 1x4 plate in yellow there, and then we use the white tile above it. So end up with something like this, and that goes sort of on the counter over at the front there. And then with our other orange bricks, we're going to stick these along this wall on this side. That builds up the wall there, so that's kind of what we're getting so far. The toilet's forming, the Jazz Club's coming. We're going to build the oven now, so it's going to be a sort of a mini build on its own, so let's push that to the side. We get a couple of 1x4 black plates, stick them together. Then underneath them we're going to stick some upward facing bracket pieces together. On those we then get some tan coloured quarter tiles, and we're going to stick a pattern on these brackets. Pattern like this. Then we get a 2x6 medium nugget. Stick this into the bottom of that like this. Flip this over the front this way. Then we're going to stick some black 2x3s, two of those into the middle with a one stud sort of overhang there. And then on the front we're going to stick some 1x1 plates with some clips. Then we'll stick a 1x2 black plate to connect the two 2x3s together. And then we've got some couple of trans orange cheese wedges to give us a flame effect inside the oven. So those two go just after that plate to give us these flames. Next up, for the actual pizza oven, we've got this big curved piece here that's going to go on top of our plates here, so you can see the big curved bit at the front. So maybe these are bits of wood underneath, I'm not sure yet. Still around the back though, we're going to stick some 1x1 bricks into the piece we just added in black. That's kind of our pizza oven. So if we bring this back in now, that's going to be positioned over here like so. So there's our pizza oven in place in the kitchen. Next up we need 4 masonry bricks in 1x2. We need a 1x2 in the pale yellow, as well as 4 1x4s. 4. We also need a corner brick in dark orange. We've got 5 1x4s in dark orange too, and a couple of 1x6 in dark orange. We pair off the masonry bricks, and with the bricks they go either side of our oven. One goes in that way, the other goes on the other side. So we're going for this kind of effect around the pizza oven. Then across the back of the pizzeria we'll stick some of our yellow 1x4s, 3 of those. Then another corner dark orange brick. Then over this side 1x6 goes on, 1x4, another 1x4 for the corner, and then we stick these down this side. So 1x4s and then a 1x6. Then our yellow bricks over this side, we'll stick a 1x2 and our 1x4 goes across. Then we're going to add another layer of sort of the walls going around, so we need a 1x1 in yellow, a couple of 1x2s. We've got 3 1x4s in yellow. Then we've got some dark orange, got 1x1, 1x6, 2 1x4s and a 1x3. So we start down this end here, we're going to stick a 1x2 in yellow, then two 1x4s, then a 1x1, then we get a 1x1 dark orange, and we just stick that on the inside of the corner brick there. Then again we stick our 1x4 there and a 1x2 in yellow to build that wall up on that side. Over on in the middle here, we're going to stick our 1x6 in here, then our 1x3 brick, then a 1x4 to just build up the toilet area in the middle there. So with that done, put that to the side, we're going to build like a, maybe it's a cabinet or something. So start with a 2x4 in black as a plate, then we're going to stick some log bricks in black, 1x2s, stick them into the bottom of the plate to give us sort of a table leg type situation. Stick a tan 1x2 log brick on top of that. Then we get an upward facing bracket. We'll stick a 1x2 plate into the back of the bracket, and on the front here we're going to stick 4 more of these quarter tiles in tan, form a pattern. So in the bottom we do one facing that way, one facing like this, then like that. So we form a pattern like that, that goes on top of our log brick. So that was something like this. Then on top of that we'll stick a 1x2 yellow brick and a corner dark orange brick into the back of our plate or bracket. Then either side of this we're going to stick a 1x1x3 in red brick on either side, and on top we'll stick another 1x2 plate in black. Then we get a window frame, and we get a couple of dark bluish grey window inserts. That then goes in front like this. Then on top here we've got one of these 2x4 roof type pieces that goes right across on top of what we built to make a little pen here, and there's a little note here that says that the wood-fired pizza oven is heated up and ready to use. You can use extra wood behind the buildings. This is just storage of the woods. That's what those semicircles are inside, or that I can open. So when we open up, these are just bits of wood for the wood fire. And so if we come back here, where we've left some gaps here, we can then attach this to the actual wall now. So behind the pizza we can store the wood behind the restaurant. Next up we need a medium nugget large arch 1x6. We've got a couple of corner plates here and a black 1x2, and what we do is we stick the arch over the front of the pizza oven. Then we stick our corner plates each side and finish off with our black 1x2 just in there. So on this side I can see what the pizza oven is kind of looking like. Then we need some yellow bricks, so we get a couple of 1x1s, a couple of these 1x1s in the third with 2 studs on, a couple of 1x1 plates and a 1x2 in yellow. Start with a 1x2 in yellow, and we'll stick this 1x1 on the third, stick a plate on top, then we'll stick 2 1x1s next to it on this side. That then goes, if I rotate this round, goes over here, just in front of our blue bricks. Nope, not there, over this side, sorry. Where our grey bricks are here, and then on the other side we'll stick a 1/3 with a 1x1 plate on top, And that's going to go next to our sort of counter over this side, fill in that gap. Looks like this. Then we're going to build the wall up. So we get 5 1x4s in dark orange. We've got a 1x3, 1x6, a couple of 1x1s, downward facing bracket in dark orange, and a couple of 1x1 plates. We'll stick the 1x1 plates together, and then they'll stick with the bracket as well. It goes over this side, one stud in from the ends. And on the end we'll stick a normal 1x1 brick and another 1x1 brick next to it on the other side. Then we've got a 1x4 goes on, and another one, and another one, and another one right the way across this wall. Then we stick our 1x6 on, 1x4, and then a 1x3 just to finish off that wall. Now put this to the side, we're going to build the drum kit by the look of it and the sort of stage. So for that we get a 2x10 plate. We're going to stick a 1x6 plate just in the front, in the middle there, like this. And then each end we'll stick a corner black 2x2 plate each end. Like this. Flip this over, and we'll kind of repeat again. So we'll stick our 1x6 in there, then we'll stick our corner plates each end, and then we've got our 4x4 round plate that's going to go in the middle there, stuck like that. Then we're going to get 2 of these 4x4 corner plates. We're going to stick them on top then of our 4x4, hopefully, facing different directions like this. Then on this sort of stage area we're going to stick some tiles on in black, so we stick a 1x2 each end here, then a 1x3 here and here. Then we've got some modified 2x2s with the 2 studs on to go opposite ends. Then to finish off the edges we're going to stick a triangle shaped tile each side here, and then we've got these cutaway tiles just to go right around the edge this way. There's our little stage set there. Now we're going to do the drum kit, so just put the stage to the side. Start the drum kit with a 2x2 round brick with a hole in the middle. We'll stick a 2x2 tile in white on top, gives that drum look, and then into the holes we're going to stick these Technic pins with studs on the end in red into each end. Into that we'll stick Technic claw, one that way, one this way, it's a bit like a crab. Then into the bottom of it we're going to stick this 2x2 modified with the 2 studs. It goes on the end like this, and then we'll stick a 1x2 grey tile on there. Then we'll get a 3 length rod. We're going to got this pearl gold symbol that goes into our Technic claw, sorry. Then we'll make a little smaller drum, so we get a 1x1 round in white into a light bluish grey plate, and that goes into a handlebar piece, and then clips on this side. So then if we bring this back in, we can stick that into the 2 studs at the back of the stage Got a bit of a drum kit going on in the background. Then we're going to build a little stand for saxophone. So we get a 1x1 round with a handle piece. I'm going to stick a 1x1 with the upward facing clip onto that stud. Then another one into the handle. And then our saxophone here can clip into that, and then we've got the ability to add that ready for our musicians to pick it up on stage. There's a little note here that says, can't you just hear the boom sound of the bass drum and snare and the tss of the cymbals? Just getting ready for some comedy. And then this goes in the corner here where we've got this turntable, because we've got the round plate in there that connects in the corner. It's a nice use of the corner there. So we've got the stage is all set for the musicians. That is the end of bag 2. So now we're open bag 3. We're going to build the chef, and we've also got a double basis to put in here as well. So minifigures up first. We've got the chef from the pizza restaurant that we're going to create. He's got the standard kind of chef outfit. His face is, he's got a big white beard, almost like Santa Claus, and he's got a regular chef's hat on. If I can find it, there he is. So there's our pizza chef. He's got a little note here that says the pizza chef grows some of his own ingredients on the rooftop greenhouse. Others he purchased fresh from the Lego greengrocers, so reference to the other modular building. So there's the chef. Next up, the other musician, so the double basses. Because the band's looking similar, you've got the dark blue legs again and the same waistcoat as the drum player. You've also got on the neck one of these hinge pieces or brackets so that we can attach the double bass in a second. He actually has a hearing aid on this character here. You can see with a face, and he's got some black hair somewhere. Where's his black hair? There it is. Not much hair. It's a very small amount of hair. There he goes. His nice tight thing. Now we're going to build the actual case for the double bass. So here's the double bass itself, but the case that it goes in needs constructing. So we've got an upward facing dark bluish grey bracket. Into that we'll stick a 1x1 plate in the back, then a 1x4 plate goes on by one stud. Then we'll stick another upward facing bracket after that. Then on this side we're going to stick a downward facing bracket with the 4 studs. And then we'll stick some 1x1 dark bluish grey tiles in the gap. Then at the end here we've got a downward facing bracket, needs to go on, and onto that stud at the top we're going to stick on these semicircle type bricks to give us that double bass look. Next up we stick some 1x1 plates on each side of this column, like this. Then we've got a cheese wedge that goes into the bottom on each side. And we have one of these curved pieces, 2 of these, which go on the other side. It's that sort of double base look for a cover, and then we just stick some 1x1 tiles either side like that, and that's the double base case. That's going to clip into the back. Oh, warms that up. Into the back of our double bass player, and he's going to be holding his double bass in his hand. It's easier said than done. Double bass in his hand and the case on his back. So there's our double basses heading off to the club. Let's put him to the side for now. Now we're going to do some tables for the cafe, or the jazz club should I say. So we get 3 telescopes in reddish brown. Then we've got some 2x2 reddish brown with studs on. Stick the telescopes onto this stud. Then on one we're going to get a red 2x2 round with a stud on. And onto that we're going to stick a clear, trans clear bottle. So that's that one. Then on this one, again we get the red 2x2 round with a stud on both of these. But this time though we're going to put some trans clear glasses on each one, not a bottle. So if we come back into the club, one of these is going to, glass is going to stick on there, another one on here, oh glass, put the wrong one on, glass on that one, and then the one with the bottle is going to go on this side. So you can see the tables are all set around the stage now. Next up we need some seats to go around the table, so we've got six reddish brown chairs. 2 on each table, and they're just going to be pushed into a black 2x2 round plate. So come back in here, then we can stick these onto the other red 1x1 studs. We can angle these seats so they can watch the show. There's our seats all in place, front of the stage. Next up we'll do the top of the pizza oven. So for this we're going to need some medium nugget bricks. So we start with a 2x3 plate, and we'll stick a 1x6 plate on that. Then we stick another couple of 2x3 plates underneath. There's one, where's the other one? Goes under like this. Then at the back here we're going to put some corner 2x2s facing opposite directions, and then we put one of these curved bricks in the middle like that. So it's going to be the top of the oven. So if I come back, it's going to go over here, so you can see the oven now covered up. And then to finish off the oven we'll add a boat paddle, so that's the paddle for putting the pizzas in and out. Can go on our clip on the side of the pizza oven, and then we're going to cover up this sort of countertop here with some light bluish grey pieces. So we've got 1x2 plates, we have 4 2x2 modified with the 2 studs, we should have a triangle tile, and we also have a 1x2 with an upward facing clip as well. So that clip piece goes on the end counter here with a 1x2 plate next to it. Then we've got our modified 2x2 with the studs on the inside. Then we've got our triangle piece there. Then we fill this up with our modified 2x2s with the studs in different orientations around that countertop. And we're going to add some things on the countertop. So we've got a till, of course, so otherwise pizza restaurant can't take any money. So we've got an upward facing black bracket. We stick a 1x2 with a curved piece just at the back there. Around the front we're going to put a trans clear 1x2 piece, and we have 1x2 grill piece as well. That's going to go next to our counter there, so our till's on there. Down the ends we're going to put, I think, what looks like a piece of cheese. It's a cheese wedge in yellow, if I can find it. So this goes down here, and then next to that we're going to get a green 1x1 round, and we stick a flower piece into the top of that, and that goes onto the end. So maybe that's some herbs or something. I've also realised that we've got no stickers in this set, which is cool. Now we're going to put some pizza and some condiments on this side. So we get a 2x2 round in white for a plate, and then we've got these quarter tiles with printed pizza segments on. So we're just going to make stick 4 of these on top to form our pizza. And that's going to go on the counter next to the till. Then our condiments are going to be we have a white cone. It's going to have a dark bluish grey 1x1 round tile on that goes next to the till. And we have a red trans clear one. That's the same top, goes next to the whites. Over this side, there's a little note here as well that says, "One delicious margarita pizza coming right up. Customers can enjoy the whole pie or buy it by the slice." Also, we have a hot dog sausage that's going to go into the clip that we put on our counter as well. So that's pepperoni, I guess. And then on next to that, we're going to have a tan 2x2. So there's a pizza base being made. So you've got the cheese and the herbs and the pepperoni as well on that side, which is cool. So that's that bit done. Now we're going to add some more height to our walls going on here. So we need a 1x3 in the yellow. We've got some inverted 1x2 sloped pieces as well. 3 1x4s and a 1x2 in yellow. Then we've also got some dark orange, so we need 6 1x4s, 4, 5, 6, a 1x3, 3 1x6s, a couple of corner bricks in dark orange, and a 1x1. So start with the corner brick in dark orange. That's going to go over here by our doorway. Then we have a 1x4 in yellow. Then our inverted piece goes on. We stick a 1x2 and then another inverted piece next to that. Then our 1x3. Sorry, 1x4 goes next. My bad. Into the corner there. Then down this side, 1x3 and a 1x4. Around this side, we're going to stick a 1x1 on. 1x4, then we've got a corner brick, and then a 1x3. Then again we stick a 1x6 just on this front section, and then we come along this side of the Jazz Club. So we've got a 1x6 brick, 1x4, a couple of those going along the back. Then we've got 3 going down this side, and then we get 1x6 to finish that off. So we just raise all the walls up another layer. Going to do the same again now. So another layer, This time we'll need a 2x4 medium nugget brick as well. A couple of dark orange 1x1s. A couple of 1x6 bricks. 3 1x3 bricks in dark orange. A couple of corner bricks in dark orange. And we've got 5 1x4s. A couple of 1x2s in yellow. 3 1x4s in yellow. 1x3 in yellow and a 1x1 in yellow. So over here we'll leave one stud gap and we'll stick our 1x4 in yellow and 1x3. Then we'll stick our medium nugget 2x4 in. And we'll squeeze a 1x1 next to that. 1x2 there. And now 2 1x4s. 1x2 again. And then another corner dark orange brick goes on there. Then in the middle we stick a 1x4, 2 of these on, right angles, and a 1x3, and a 1x4, leave one stud gap, stick a 1x1 on, 1x1 goes on this side as well, then a 1x6 with a 1 stud gap left, 1x4, corner brick, then a 1x6, 1x3, again we leave another 1 stud gap this side, and stick our 1x3 and 1x4 in over there. It's getting taller. Where we've left the gaps we're going to make some lamps now as well, so put that to the side, get 3 of these downward facing dark orange brackets, and we need 6 1x1s in dark orange as well. So to start with we just stick 2 of these 1x1s together, stick them into the bottom of this bracket. So that 3 times. With that done, on the front of the bracket we're going to stick these 1x1 round gold pieces on with the holes in the centre. Goes on like this. And then into that we're going to stick these little pearl gold gun type pieces into that. So it's upward facing like this. And to give us the lamp effect, we've got these white cone pieces, lamp shades, and they just go on top into the gun piece. It gives us our lights inside the Jazz Club. So if we come back in, then we get one at the front here, one at the back, one on the side. Kind of the vibe we've got going on in there now. Then we also need a 1x4 in reddish brown. So this is going to go on our inverted pieces here to create a shelf. So those are done. Now we're going to do the doors. So we've got 3 door frames in black. We've got 2 brown doors, and we have like a Friends purple type door. We'll need some 3 1x1 rounds in black. They're going to be the door handles. So we do 2 of our brown doors. Stick those in with the door handle. Then our lavender one is going to go the other way. There's our 3 doors. Brown door is going to be for the back of the Jazz Club going into the alleyway. The other one is going to be for the toilet so people can't see in. And then the purple one is going to be for this way, which I think is going to be the staircase going up to apartments that are going to be at the top, maybe. We'll find out. It's in the pizza restaurant. Next bit, we're going to build the walls up around this bit, and we're also going to put some things on the shelf that we've created at the back. So the thing at the back is going to have a white cone piece. We've then got a dark red 1x1 round and a trans yellow 1x1 round. Each of those will have a sort of jar lid, so we'll have the 1x1 round dark bluish grey on each one. The other one going in the middle, good one at the end, and our white cone piece next to that. That goes on there. And then we need 4 1x4 dark orange bricks, and a 1x3 and a 1x1 in dark orange, and we'll just build this centre section up. So 1x3 goes on. We'll end up with a 1x4 goes on there, and on here, around this side, and then a 1x1 at the end there. That's how that's looking. Now we're going to build the staircase, as I said, in the middle here. So we'll slide that over. We'll get one of these large arch pieces, and on the top of the large arch piece we'll get a 2x3 plate. We'll stick 2 more arch pieces into that, so we end up with this staircase formation, and onto that we're going to stick these 1x3 jumper tiles all the way up each step. And then a 1x3 brick goes across after that. So this is kind of how our steps look in. If we come into the middle bit here, into the toilet, we're going to then add that onto the back of the toilet. So it just covers up the toilet. So you can see how the staircase is going in there. We're going to have to add some more steps in. Indeed we will. And for that we'll get one of these wedge pieces, and we'll add 2 1x3 plates on, and again another jumper onto that. So it's giving us another stair to put in. Pretty steep to me, but that's kind of our staircase in the middle there. Also we need a 2x2 and a couple of corner bricks. We'll stick our 2x2 there, and then our corner bricks in that sort of formation there. Next up we need 1x1 and a third with the 2 studs on the side, a 1x1 plate, and a trans yellow 1x1 round plate. We have a couple of masonry bricks, a 1x2 plate with a clip on it, and a couple of regular 1x2 plates. We'll stick the 1x2 plate into the bottom of the clip plate and on top of the clip plate. Then we get a 1x1 round handle piece, and that's where we stick our wool. Chucking it around the place. This is where we'll stick our trans yellow piece into the bottom of to give us a light. That's going to go on top of our back door here, shine up the alleyway. Then our masonry bricks are just going to go on top of this 2x4 outward facing, that masonry look. And then our plate goes into the bottom of this yellow brick, and that goes on the end over here. Now we're just going to add some more height to the walls in general, I think. So we've got another couple of masonry bricks, 1x2 in yellow, 3 1x4s in yellow, a couple of 1x3s, and then we've got the dark orange. So we should have somewhere 1x1. Yep, we have got 3 1x4s, 3 1x6s, and a couple of 1x3s. So then we do our 1x3 here, 1x4. Then our masonry bricks go on top of our pizza oven, but the masonry bit facing outwards into the alleyway. And 1x2, 1x3 brick, and our 2 1x4s in yellow finish off here. We then put a 1x3 right across to attach to the door, and our 1x1 then goes on the inside here. Then we have a 1x6 inside the door, and another one. Finish off with a 1x3. Then we've got the 1x4s going all the way along this side. Then we'll finish off with a 1x6 as well. So it's kind of, now that bit's coming together. Then we'll add some more, so we get a 2x4 medium nugget one. We've got a couple of 1x1s in yellow, 3 1x4s, a couple of 1x3s, and a couple of, we've done that bit, and then the dark orange ones, we have corner brick, a couple of 1x6s, 7 1x4s, 3 1x3s. So our 2x4 goes on top of the pizza oven again, medium nugget, with a 1x1 and a 1x3. Then we're going to put a couple of 1x4s across the back, and then have another 1x1 on the ends. Then another corner brick there, and then just finish off our yellow bricks with 1x3 and a 1x4 that side. Around the back we've got a 1x6 and a 1x4, another 1x4, then a 1x3, 1x4 then, a couple of those, goes on that side, and then we'll just finish off this middle bit with a 1x6 there, and a 1x3, and a 1x4 on the other side of the staircase. So just increasing the height of the walls all the way around. And to finish off bag 3, we've just got some yellow bricks left. So we get a 1x2, going to add a yellow plate on one side. Take another couple of 1x1s on this side, and a 1x1 on the third next to it. That just goes on this side here. So we just added that onto this side. So that's the end of bag 3. So bag 4 looks like we're going to build some windows. So let's put the model to the side. We'll build our windows, or a window. So to start off, we'll get a 1x4 black plate, and we'll stick a couple of pearl gold 1x2s with the sliders on into the bottom. Just a bit of a window sill there. Then we need a couple of these longer window frames and also some smaller ones. Just stick the glass into these. So then we'll stick the shorter squares on the bottom window frames there, and then the taller ones just on top. Then we'll stick another 1x4 plate right across the top there to secure the window up. Next we stick a couple more of these 1x2 plates with the slider on to top the windows. We have a 1x4 in this blue colour and a 1x1 that goes on top plates like this, and then we cover those up with some dark bluish grey plates. So we have a 1x4 and a 1x1 somewhere like this, and then we get some 1x1 by 3s. We'll stick a plate on top of one, a 1x1 plate, those together, and then that sticks into the bottom of that window, and that causes our window here, and that's going to be put on top of these bricks right on the corner. So it ends up looking like this at the front. Next up we get another couple of 1x2 slider plates in gold. We get a 1x2 brick in the blue and a 1x3 and also a 1x4 black tile. With the 1x4 black tile we stick the gold plates into the bottom, and they're going to go at the front here on our blue bricks, and then we've got our 1x3 and 1x2 which goes on top of our lavender door over here. So we've got this tiles there, and we've just added these bricks above this door. Then we're going to add a frame for the door, so we start with a 1x1 by 3 and stick a 1x1 with a stud on the side. Then we'll stick a couple of 1x1 plates on top of that. Then another 1x1 with a stud on the side, and another 1x1 plate on top of that. Then we get a 1x6 plate, and then that goes across like this. This will then go next to the door and on top of the door in this sort of fashion here. Then we'll just stick this to the side. We're going to build sort of a sign now. So we get a reddish brown 1x6 and a black 1x6 plate. Stick the brown one on top of the black plate. On the end here we're going to stick a 1x1 brick with a stud on the side facing this way. Then we've got a printed panel piece somewhere. This printed panel piece here which says Jazz Concert Every Friday Live Music, which is similar to the poster that we saw in last year's set, which was a hint of what was to come. So that goes on there. Then we're going to stick some 1x1 reddish brown bricks, 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top in front of our previous 1x1. Form this shape. Then we stick another 1x6 reddish brown plate right across, and then we stick a 1x6 black tile on top of that. This is our concert poster. Then we get a 1x4 plate again, and we get a couple of gold 1x2s with the sliders on, stick them on top, and stick that on top with our one stud on top of our poster. And then this is going to, where we've got these studs on the side here. Oh, on the side here, we're going to insert that into the side to cover up. So we end up with that front post on the front of our jazz club now, covering up the staircase that we built. And to secure it a bit more into position, we get a 1x4, 2 1x4 plates and a couple of 1x1 blue plates. We'll just stick the 1x4 on, then a 1x1, then a 1x4 to connect it again, and the 1x1 goes on top, so it's a bit more secure now, having put all the plates around there. Then we're going to add some more plates, so we get a 1x1 brick. We have another 1x3 sort of double jumper piece, dark bluish grey 1x4 plate, and a 1x6 dark bluish grey plate. And you put the dark bluish grey plate on top of our doorway again. Then our 1x1 brick is going to go on here, just inside, and then our jumper just finishes our staircase off at the top here. Just add that there. Now with that done, we're going to add a door to the pizzeria. So the door here is going to be a white frame, and it's a trans clear door. So we'll just connect these on. Do the right way round. Then we have a 1x1 round in reddish brown for the door handle. And then on top we're going to stick some small white window frames. Or that way round, this way round. Stick the glass in the front. Like that, and then we bring back in our model. That's going to fit in the doorway here, so the door's going to open inwards on our pizzeria like this. That's the front door gone in position. Then we need to fill up our windows, which are going to be on this side here, and so we actually have 4 white window frames, the larger size. Stick our window inserts. Those go in there. Come back over here, and then we're going to add these on this side. So it's 2x2. So there's our front of our pizzeria looking like this. Stick that to the side. We're going to build a bit more of a column now, going up the side of the window. So we start with a yellow 2x2, then we'll stick another couple of 1x2s on top of each other on one side. Then we get our 1x1 1/3. We put them back to back on our column like this, and then we stick a 1x2 plate on top of them to level it off. Then it's a 2x2 goes on, and a 1x2 plate. Then we're going to stick 3 1x2 bricks next to each other, on top of each other, sorry. 2, 3. Another couple of 1x1s and a 1/3 go on, back to back. And another couple on top of that. And with those in position, if we bring back in our model, next to our windows we've got this gap over here, and we're going to stick this in that gap. So we end up just filling up that gap with that column that's in the main bit. Then we're actually going to get some yellow column pieces. Got 3 of these. These are going to go just in front. So the front now looks like this. And then on top of those, I'm going to get 2 of these 1x2 with handle pieces. We're also going to get a couple of regular 1x2 plates. Got 3 1x1 bricks, a 1x2, and a 1x1 black brick with a stud on the side. Get our 1x2 handle piece and stick our 1x2 plate on. And then we'll stick a regular 1x1 brick and our black 1x1 with stud. We'll stick two 1x1s together, and then we'll do another handle 1x2 and a plate with a 1x2 brick. So with these three elements, we're going to stick the 1x2 one over this side to connect the column and the brick, and a one with the black stud on this column, and our regular two just in the middle one. So the front columns end up looking like this on this side. Then we get a 1x2 handle piece plate. We're going to stick a 1x2 yellow plate into the bottom, and on top of that we'll do two of these. One goes in the middle of our doorway, one goes in the middle of our window, and then we're going to get three more plates, 1x2 plates. Stick one on top of this column, one across this one, and one on top of this column. Just added on top of there. We're going to do some extractor fans now, and it's got two of these to put in. It says add these ventilation units to keep things cool. The oven and the music can get pretty hot. So for this next section, we've got four masonry bricks, 1x2. We've got two 1x2s with four studs, two on each side. A 1x3 brick. Then we've got our grill pieces. So 1x2 grill pieces for the aircon units. Then we've got three 1x4 yellow bricks, 1x3 brick, and five 1x2 bricks. So start with the masonry bricks. We're going to put these on top of our pizza oven, so two outward facing masonry, two inward. Then we stick a 1x2 on here, 1x3 on. Then we do a ventilation, so we get one of these black 1x2s with the studs on. Stick the grill pieces on. That goes into the kitchen there. We've got a 1x2, 1x4. Then our light bluish grey 1x3 goes on. Then we do another ventilation unit for the jazz club. Then back down here we get a 1x2, stick a 1x4 in, 1x2 this way, 1x2 there, and a 1x3. So we've just sort of tidied up that front bit now, all connected, so it's a bit more secure, and we've got these ventilation units at the back. Doing a bit more of the staircase and things now. So we've got one of these 1x8 arch pieces. We need a 2x4, another jumper tile, 1x4 brick as well. On this we'll stick the jumper tile like this. That's going to go on top here just to continue the staircase up, and the 1x4 goes next to it. Then our archway just goes between the pizzeria and the club there. So we end up with this arch joining the two together. Then we have one of these angled pieces. We have a 1x2 with a groove going down the middle. We have a corner brick. And we have three 1x4 bricks and another 1x1 with a stud on the side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to build around this section here. So we've got another 1x4, and we've got our grey corner brick. Then we have our 1x2 with a groove outward facing here. Our cutaway one goes across behind there. Then we stick our 1x1 with a stud on the side in black, and just finish off with our 1x4s then all around that section. Then we need some more grey bricks, so we've got a couple more 1x4s, we've got 3 1x6s, a couple of 1x1 bricks, a couple cutaways, a couple of 1x4s, and 3 more 1x2s with the grooves in. We're going to go across this side now with these grey bricks. So we have the 1x2 cutaway facing inwards, then a 1x1, then another 1x2 with a groove facing outwards. Oh, that's not 1x1, my bad. That's a corner brick, one of these cutaway bricks here, just to secure it better. Then we stick our 1x1 in there. Then a 1x4, another one, then a 1x6. Then we have another one of these cutaway bricks going across here with a 1x2 with a groove on the outside, 1x1. Then 2 1x6s go across here. Too many 1x4s, so let's just built that around there. Seems to be a new thing to put these corner pieces in. Next we're going to add some white in, so we've got a couple of 1x8s in white on the pizzeria side. We have a 2x3 and a white corner brick. We also have 3 1x1 bricks, Technic ones with these holes going in. We also have one of those in grey, a Technic brick with grey with a hole in it. We've got 1x4, 1x3 in grey, another 1x2 with a groove in it, another medium nugget, and a long Technic pin. So for the Technic pin, we stick that firstly short side into the grey 1x1. Then we're going to stick in the white 1x1s all the way in on the other side. And this is going to go across the back here. Then we have a 1x8 brick in white, goes right across. Then our corner brick. And our 2x4 medium nugget brick goes on. Then we stick our Technic 1x1 with a hole in it, and a 1x8 white brick. Our 2x3 white brick goes over here. Then we'll stick a 1x3 brick, and a 1x4 brick, and at the front we've got our 1x2 with a groove going in at the front. Then more grey bricks, so 1x6. We have 4 1x3 bricks in grey. We've got 4 Erling bricks. We also have a couple of 1x2s with bars on it, or 1x1s with bars on it, and 8 1x4 bricks. So to start us off over here, we're going to put some Erling bricks in, upward facing, like this, next to each other. Then we have a 1x2 with a groove brick goes next to it. Then we have a 1x4, a 1x3, another 1x4, then a 1x1 with a bar on it. 1x3 goes on, and a 1x4 finishes off. Then across here we get a 1x6, another 1x1 with a bar, then a 1x4, another 1x4, and a 1x3. Then coming around the staircase, 1x3, our 1x4s go, door goes on there. And then at the front here we stick our Erling bricks in again, upward facing. Then on those Erling bricks we're going to get a couple of 1x2 plates in light bluish grey, and we're going to stick those on top of the upward facing studs like that. And we also get a 1x1 brick somewhere in light bluish grey, which goes onto the ends of that wall there. Next up we need a couple of 1x2s with this cross hole in. We also need one of these larger cross Technic pins with a stud on the end. We have a black 1x1 round on the ends. 4 inverted sloped 2x2 bricks and a Technic 1x1 round. Sorry, with a round hole in it. So first off we get the 1x1, we stick the Technic pin through that. That then goes into one of our 1x2s, then goes into the other one. Then we'll stick our black 1x1 round onto that stud that's sticking through like this, and then that's going to go on our central column here to connect the front up. Then either side of that we'll stick our 2x2 inverted white bricks above our windows and our door. So with that in place, now we're going to come to the end of the walls, I think, because we're going to put our tiling on top. So we start with a 1x4 modified, then we have a 1x3, then we have a 1x8 dark bluish grey tile, another 1x3, a corner tile, another modified 1x4, then we'll go for 1x8, and another 1x4 modified, and then we have a corner tile coming across here. You then have a 1x3, another 1x3, then we have our corner tile go on, which have a 1x1 tile in the middle there, another corner one, then a 1x8 tile, and we'll finish off this side with a 1x1. And this side we have a 1x4 modified, a couple more 1x3s go in then. That's the tiling on this side. And on this side we've got white tiles, so we've got a 1x8 goes on first, then a 1x4 modified, another 1x8. We have a medium nugget 1x4 here for the pizza oven top bit goes on, then a 1x3. We've got a 2x6 tile then to do the front section. 2 of these go on. Then we have a 1x1 for each of these bits that stick out at the front. That's the tiling for that side. We also then need 4 1x8s in white, and we also need a couple of 1x2s, and what we're going to use these for is to put in around with these studs that we've got on the inside of our windows and doors, I think. So if you look now at our windows, we've got these white tiles going around each side, and on the doorway we've got these white tiles as well to give some more details. Then we'll add a bit of architecture detail. It's got some lights and some patterns to go on. So we have a couple of these dark bluish grey 2x2s with studs on. We've got a radar or a dish. One of these handlebars. Trans yellow 1x1 round. These 1x1 light bluish grey. So for our light, we'll stick the handlebar into the dish. We'll stick our trans yellow piece on that. It's going to go into the front here where we've got a black 1x1 round, so we end up with a nice lamp at the front of our restaurant. And then with these we're going to stick these 1x1 plates onto these dishes, and these are going to go at the front. Above our Jazz Club. Just need to so add a bit of detail with these circles now, with these plates on top. But we're not done yet. We're also going to add some more things to the front. So we get these two windows, stick them together, and we're going to put these ladder pieces as inserts. It's going to allow us to grow some plants in the front area where people are eating in the pizza restaurant. Then we get a 1x2 with the clip. Going to stick two leaves on that, like this, and a nice pink flower. We do two of these. Then we can clip these to the ladders. So I popped it off. So we've got these flowers now growing up this like pagoda type thing. That can now go on these grey bits here that stick out the front. So just going on there, and then to top it off, what we do is we get a 1x2 with a clip. Stick another 1x2 plate next to it, another one underneath, got this curved piece on top, and then that will clip to the handle that we've got at the front, and then clip onto this flower piece as well. So from the side you can see, kind of, it's now clipped on to this handle piece here, and it's sort of secure as a flower area at the front of the restaurant. That is, I think, at the end of bag 4. So we're going to bag 5 now, and we're going to do sort of this stage area with some lights and some curtains. This is the last bag, I think, for the ground section of the rest of the modular. Hello to everyone who's joined the stream. Sorry I didn't say hello quick enough. Too into the build. So I think this section will build a bit more out of the Jazz Club itself. So first up we're going to do a lighting rig for the stage. So we get this large 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 1x12. Onto it we're going to stick 3 of these 1x2s with a clip on. Let's see if I can find 3. There it is. So leave 2 studs there, leave a 1 stud, and leave another 1 stud. Is that looking like this? Then we're going to stick a 1x8 over the top of those clips, and then on each end we're going to stick these arms, which will clip, I think, onto the 1x1 bars that we put into the wall as we were building a minute ago. Then across that we're going to stick some 1x6 tiles just to connect those arms to the main structure. So that's in place there now. Then we'll add our lights. So to do our lights, we're going to get 3 of these 1x1 handle pieces on, and then to the bottom, of course, we'll stick some trans yellow 1x1 plates. Onto the other end of the plate, we're going to stick some cones to give it a sort of spotlight look. And then these are going to clip into our clips that we've already put. These are shining down on the stars of the show, so angle them down like that. Now we're going to add some curtains, so we're not done yet. So for the curtains, I'm going to build 2 of these at the same time. We've got some dark red 1x8 plates. On the end we stick one of these 1x2 curved pieces. It's the bottom of the curtain. Then we've got some 1x3 tiles that go on next. Then a downward facing bracket goes on the ends. Followed by a regular 1x1 plate after that bracket piece. Then on top we stick a double upward facing bracket. Like so. And we'll stick one of these large curved pieces here to give us that effect of a curtain. With those done, we then just insert them with the brackets into the ends of our light unit. So end up with something that looks like that for top of the stage. So then if we come back in to our jazz club, over here we've got these bars, which is where we can now pull this down and just clip this into those bars, hopefully. There we go. And now the stage is set with some proper curtains and some lights on there. And there's a note here that says the curtains and the lights rigs are designed to be easily taken out and put back in for when you want to reset the stage. So you can clip them in and out when you put minifigures on the stage. So that done, now we're going to do the awning for the pizza restaurant. So we've got some Italian colours going on here. So we start with a 1x4 in red, and we'll add a white 1x4 plate, and then we'll add the green. Then we'll stick a 1x3 plate in, and a 1x1 with a clip so we can attach the awning. Then a red 1x4, another 1x3 white, and a 1x1 with a clip in white. Then we have a dark green in 1x4 and a white in 1x4, and then we'll finish off with a red 1x4 tile. So there's one awning, so we've got to do 2 of those. Make another one. Red, white, and then we need green. Then we've got our 1x3, then a 1x1 with a clip. Then we need another clip. Then we go green again. Then we go white, and then we've got a red tile there. So there's our 2 awnings ready to go. So if we bring back in the pizzeria, where we stuck the handle pieces in earlier, we can now clip these awning pieces, one above the door, one above the window. Got the awnings in place now. Need to add a little bit of a sign and some lights again as well. So for the lights, we've got a couple of black cones. There's one black cone, where's the other one? Back for the cones, we need some black taps, need a couple more trans yellow 1x1 rounds. Also going to do a little sign. So we have a 3-length rod, we have a pink 2x2 round tile somewhere, I can't see it. Need a 1x2 with a clip as well. Can't see the printed tile yet. Oh, there it is, hiding away. I've got a printed tile here for which says a tailor. So there's going to be a tailor upstairs. It says established 1932. And I still need a black cone. Where's the other black cone? There it is. So for our lights then, we just stick the yellow trans piece into the cone and stick the tap on top. Get something like that. And like this. There's 2 lights there. And then for our sign, we just stick the clip onto the 3-length rod, and then we're going to have the 2x2 hanging down like this. So these lights are going to go on the front here where we stuck these diamonds, or the 1x1s basically. It's going to go in above that side and on that side. So we've got our 2 lights now above each side, and then our tailor is going to go in this 1x1 with a stud on. We'll thread that through like that. So there's the sign there for the tailor, and the doorway of course is that Friends lavender door that we stuck in there. So now we're going to do the front here of the club. So we've got an angled piece here with some signage to go on, so just put that to the side, kick that off. We do this 6x6 plate, and then we're going to put a quarter tile in light bluish grey in the corner. If I can find it, there it is. So we stick that tile in the corner there. We'll then have a 1x6 tile coming off that way and off this way. Then we'll stick a 1x1 plate in blue in that corner. Then we've got a couple of these wedge pieces here, smaller ones, just go onto the overhang from each of the tile like this. And then we've got a 1x6 plate in blue going either side there. Then we're going to add some tiles and some more plates. We've got a dark red 1x1 plate goes in the middle. Then we have dark orange 1x2 tile goes either side here. Then we have a dark red 2x2 tile in the middle. Then we stick a dark red 1x2 tile on each end. We have a dark orange jumper tile 2x2 here, and another on one stud clip the dark red. So we've got something like this at the moment. Next up, we're going to get 4 of our 2x2 modified here with 2 studs, and we also have another wedge, small wedge plate. And then what we do is we'll stick with the studs in, 2 on each side here. And then in the corner we'll stick our wedge piece like this. With that done, we're going to build up a blue column here. So we get 3 of these 1x2s in blue, stick them together, stick them in like that. Then a 1x1 by 3 goes next to that. Then we change it over by putting it 1x1 and 1-3 there, and another 3 1x2s stuck together. It goes on that side. we've got something like this so far. Put that to the side. You get a 2x4 in the blue colour. Stick a 1x4 in dark tan on one row of studs. Then we've got these 1x2s in black with clips. And we're going to get a 1x4 modified in reddish brown with just 2 studs showing to go across the back. Then in these clips we're going to stick these 1x1 rounds with pins on, nice hockey or air hockey puck pins. Then we've got 2x2 modified, 2 studs goes on top, so we've got something looking like this at the moment. And this is going to be a place you can buy the tickets when you go into the jazz club. So then we're going to get some 1x1 clear bricks. They go on either side. We have a printed ticket tile. It's going to go on the back on the counter there. Then we're going to get one of these windows. Open up at an angle. It's going to come out there. It's going to go on top of our trans clear bricks like this. It's like the serving area here. Then we're going to stick a couple of 1x2 plates in black on top of the window. One and two like this. Then if we bring this back in, we're going to stick these on that side, so that's where you can get your tickets when you come in. Then the door is going to go on this side, so we get a black door frame. We've got a glass door. On the outside we've got a gold paddle to give us a door handle like this, and then it's going to go on this side so we can come in like this. And on this side of the door we're going to stick a couple of these 1x1s and by 3 to finish off the door frame on there. Then we're going to add some plates across the top just to firm it up, so we get 2 1x6s. Stick them across here. Then we've got a couple of 1x1s. Stick these on here as well. Goes on the end. Then we'll also add some 1x1s and by 3s on the end this side, and add some 1x6 plates on top again to secure that. So we end up with something like this. So then I'll put that to the side, and we've got to make the roof with the sign. So we start with a 6x6 in black. We're going to put a bright light orange 1x1 in there, and then have some 1x4 plates in the same colour going away from this like that. In here we're going to get these 2x2 jumpers. I'm going to stick these with a 1 stud gap from each other like this. Then we get a turntable piece and stick them into the jumper tiles. Then we add a 2x2 corner plate onto each side here, and then we add a 1x5 black plate underneath to those like this. We add a 1x4 orange plate on top of that to make it look like this, and then we get a black corner plate. We're going to stick a 1x1 in the corner, and then we can stick that underneath to fully form that like so. We'll add another layer now of orange plates. Start with the corner one, 1x4, 1x1 there, another 1x4, another corner, another 1x4, 1x1, 1x4. So now that's done, we're going to add a 1x6 brick on each side, and then a 1x1 goes in the middle there. Then around this side we've got these 1x2s with studs on the side. Stick a 1x1 in the middle of them in the orange colour. Just put them all the way around the edge. End up with something like this. Then we're going to add some black tiles on top of this now, so we put a corner tile in each corner. And then we have a 1x3 tile there and here like this. We'll then add these printed tiles, which is nice to see that they're printed. On the side here it says live music all night and magic show. Wrong place. Goes over there. That goes like that. Then if we flip this over, we're going to add some yellow lights. So first off we've got this inverted 2x2 in trans yellow, and then we're going to add these 1x1s trans yellow to give us some showbiz lights, lighting up the entrance to the jazz club. There's our little lights under there. Then on top we're going to get this 4x4 round piece. We're going to get this curved tile as well. Just put that on there, or plate should I say. Stick another one next to it on this side. Then we're going to get these Eiffel Tower 1x3s with the double clips in that we saw. 2 of those go in the middle. Then we've got one of these 1x4 curved pieces that goes across the middle of those. And then we get that and we'll stick this onto the turntable, which we have in the middle of our top area. Then on these 3 studs here, just to add a bit more detail, we get some 1x3 plates in black. We'll stick a 1x1 with a stud on the side in the middle stud on each one. They'll have some cheese wedges either side in the blue colour. Got a gold pizza type tile there, and we have a little roof black piece that goes on like that, and then that will go on top of this side, and we'll do the same for the other side. Goes on this side, and there's a little note here that says the jazz club not only supports music but all kinds of performing arts as well. Stay late enough and see what new tricks the local magician has up her sleeve. So we've added those to the tops. We're not done yet. We're going to add some of these 1x8 tiles. It's going to go coming out from the center here and on here. That's going to help us on top of what we built earlier. This is the front entrance here, and then if we bring back in our club, which is the gap we've got here, so now we can, using the tiles on top as well and the jumper tiles, line it up roughly. That seems about right. That's about right. So now we have an angled front entrance to our jazz club. And that's the end of a bag for us. If we go to the wide camera, you can can kind of see where we're at today. So we've got the nice corner area here for the main entrance to the Jazz Club. We've also got the nice outside area here where we've got probably put some tables and things for future builds, nice awning. And then inside here we've got the stage is all set here with a drum kit, some tables and chairs, pizza ovens all set up. And then around the back, of course, in the alleyway, we've got where we store the wood for the pizza oven and a back door to exit the club. So that's kind of the ground level complete now, based on the bags we've got. So we'll go back to the main one. So we'll probably end there today, so we're a bit quicker than normal. So this is the result of bags 1 to 5. You can join me next week in part 2 of the stream, where we'll be building the next level up from bag 6 onwards, and we'll get to build the tailors and the future area for the opening of that. And we should probably get the whole set done next week, hopefully, because there's not too much to build, I don't think. So if you enjoyed the stream, of course, always hit that like button so that more people get to see it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then do subscribe to get notified of part 2 for this build. As I put on the community tab the other day, the poll was closed now for our future stream, so we'll be doing the Lego Architecture Lego Campus set, which was a staff exclusive set, which I got hold of before. And if you want to vote in the future polls, then join the membership of the channel and you'll have your say in what we start to build in the future. Currently, we've got a Speed Champion trio where we're going to build the Aston Martin, the Skyline and the Dodge as well. That's going to be one. We've got the Daytona Ferrari, which I purchased earlier, which is a new Technic set for me, so it'll be a bit of a challenge on that one. And we've got the A-frame cabin and a few other sets as well. So if you want your say, hit that join button and add to our membership, and you can have your say in that future one. So whatever you're doing really for the rest of your Sunday, enjoy it, enjoy the weekend, and you can join me next Sunday and we'll be finishing off the Jazz Club. So until then, stay safe and I'll see you next week.